Hi there! So what I want to show you in this short video today is how you can use 1Password to not only manage your passwords, but to also take care of your two-factor authentication needs as well. And that's because 1Password comes with a built-in Authenticator app that you can use to secure your accounts. So let's see how we can use this to protect our Twitter account. So in order to get this set up, we have to head on over to the two-factor authentication settings in Twitter, which are kind of buried in a variety of menus. So let's just work our way there now. So we have to hit More, Settings and Support, Settings and Privacy, Security and Account Access, Security, and then we've arrived at two-factor authentication. Now, we're going to be focusing on the Authenticator app today, but security keys are also a very good way to secure your online accounts. In fact, they're the most secure, and I think honestly they're very convenient as well. And I have a video about using security keys to protect your Twitter account if you're curious. But for now, we're going to focus on authentication apps, and in particular 1Password's built-in Authenticator. So we're going to click on here and get started. Now here Twitter is explaining what we have to expect about the setup process, and it explains that we need to link our authenticator, in this case 1Password's authenticator, to our Twitter account, which we're going to do by using 1Password to scan a QR code that Twitter generates. Then we have to enter a code that 1Password is going to give us and enter that back into Twitter, and then everything will be set up. Alright, so let's get this party started. So here's the QR code that Twitter has generated for us. Now we need to scan this with 1Password, and in order to do that, we're going to make use of the 1Password browser extension, which is up here. So we click on that, and we can see that 1Password has got our Twitter username and password already populated in here. And what we need to do now is go to the three dots in the corner and click on it, and then the second option is Scan QR Code. Now you'll see here we've got another entry in our Twitter account information here, and this is the one-time password, and this is 1Password's Authenticator app in action, and this is the one-time password that it generates. And as you can see, there's this timer here that counts down. This is going to refresh every 30 seconds, and this is what you're going to need to enter when you log in as well. But for now, let's just get this all set up properly. So we're going to copy it in there, and we're going to confirm. And then Twitter says we're all set. Now, before we hit the done button, we do want to pay attention to this code here. So this is a single-use backup code. And what this is used for is if there's an emergency and you can't get access to your Authenticator app, and so you can't complete the two-factor authentication to log into Twitter, what you can actually do is use the single-use backup code to log in instead. So you still need your username and password, but this backup code can be used instead of a code from your Authenticator app. So you're going to want to write this down somewhere and keep it safe, because if there's ever a problem, you're going to need that to get back into your account, and then you can turn off two-factor authentication temporarily and set it back up again, and you'll all be good to go. Okay, so that's everything now. We've now got two-factor authentication with 1Password set up on our Twitter account, but let's just log out and log back in again to see what the login process looks like. So we're going to log out of Twitter, and then we're going to be logging back in again. And 1Password is going to fill in our username, our password, and then the code from our Authenticator app as well. It's already auto-filling that for us. And then we're in, and that's all there is to it. So 1Password makes two-factor authentication super easy, which I think is great. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. Have a good day, everyone.